We're just excited about all the program success.
We want to do what we need to do.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for the first edition of the Cory Kephart Show here in 2024-2025. Currently joined by Wheeling University head swimming coach Cory Kephart. And Cory, you guys have been going through your preseason trainings here over the last month or so, getting ready for the year. Talk about the preseason and what you've seen from your teams.
Well, it's just a lot of additions, a lot of subtractions. A lot of people getting to know each other, a lot of people maybe being introduced to some different type of training and events. Really excited about the group that we've put together. Again, we sort of went and turned over every stone. We got some transfers, we got some domestic freshmen and international freshmen. So just real excited about and looking forward to hitting the water. A couple days ago, they were looking great in the water, and it was like you just wanted to fast forward and get to that first day just to get out there and get some racing done. So I'm sure they're looking forward, just as I am, on Friday to get in and finally race against someone.
And both teams took a big step forward last year, both finishing with their best records since the program restarted, both their highest finishes in the MEC. Talk about the growth and what you saw from them.
Well, we're just sort of coming together, buying in. There's always going to be growing pains. We've lost some familiar faces. We've gained new faces. All of the years that I've been here, we just got to sort of hope that sort of levels itself off here in the next year or so. If we can do that, we've got a good base to build from moving on. So I think that the progression of going from 2 men now to we'll actually be swimming 12 men at Friday, hopefully. Fingers crossed to the NCAA right now. But so I mean that's a big improvement. It's still not where we want to be. We'd like to carry 15 to 17, maybe even more. But we're getting to that point where building the base and building it up, just makes it easier each year when you move forward.
And starting with the women's squad, looking at them, they're the more veteran of the group. You had 4 individual champions last year. All 3 of those swimmers are back to lead the way. Talk about that group and kind of what you're seeing on the women's side.
Well, I mean, Jade will be walking away after this year, her senior year. Then we had the sophomore and a junior. So we sort of got some good coverage there where the cupboard's never going to be bare and empty. I think we got a lot of interesting females, freshmen coming in this year that will also, be very competitive on the conference level. So it's sort of, I joke about keeping the streak alive of the freshman of the year, that sort of stuff. That's not really a goal because you can't really control what other people do, but just having us out there and having the last 2 freshmen of the year, obviously gives us heads up on the recruiting trail and some other places. So just a lot of even though there's 3 seniors here that have been here for 4 years, Liz and Maria do a great job, doing their job as well. So we just sort of hopefully that we can get the same type of good quality, not just swimmers, but individuals to keep coming through here and putting in the 4 years and, sticking with it. So we're really looking forward to it.
And then on the men's side, the biggest group you've had, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, since the program was restarted. You go from 2 to about 15, 12 this year, like you said. Talk about the growth of that team and some of the guys who look to lead the way.
Well, I think last year with bringing in a graduate transfer in Ju Santos, getting Quentin Tayali back, put us some top 10 times up there. Nate Yost and now would be joining his brother as a freshman this year, hitting the international market. Brian Kirby, just all additions that have, whether they're here still or not, sort of, put a boost into some other things. Another one, Alex Farabee, an older swimmer, that's been at a couple different schools coming in and not necessarily leading as far as his swimming or whatever, but leading as a solid person making good decisions, working his butt off, and that's sort of what we got. And with these young, freshmen here coming in wide-eyed. They've seen some of this. They've meshed well, and they're ready just to go out there and, start to be Wheeling Cardinals, which is really exciting because it's unlimited potential.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's and women's swimming coach Cory Kephart. And Cory, you mentioned the recruiting class you brought in, 11 swimmers coming in between the men and the women. Talk about some of these new people who've hit the pool who've kind of impressed you here in the preseason.
Well, I mean, pretty much all of them have sort of, been what I expected. I think I mentioned in my, my little quotes there with you on announcing them that just every one of them comes in with unlimited potential. I mean, a young girl, Sophia Gonzalez, Liddy Spreaker, Michaela, down the road, Michaela Smitley. All of them have just come in, provided different help in different areas, and all of them have just really come in, adapted well to college life, are training well, and I think looking forward. And on the men's side, two domestic swimmers, and then the rest were from international ways. Just we got them together early, in the dorms. They're next to each other or rooming with each other, so they're really growing together. And all that individual talent out there now, I think, come Friday, we're going to show some relays over this weekend and some things that I would hope we're putting up some of our best times in the last 3 years here on some of that stuff at the beginning of the year, which would really be a good boost to move forward.
And looking at the conference as a whole, you guys had your best finishes in conference play last season. Talk about this conference and some of the challenges you guys faced this year.
Well, unfortunately, Notre Dame, we've lost Notre Dame, and I don't really think they have an answer as far as swimming right now to put somebody up there. So things open up a little bit more, which is a perfect timing for us as we're starting to grow and get larger numbers. There's more opportunities to score points out there. That means our depth would come into play and whatever else. So Frostburg on the women's side and men's side last year sort of, had been working towards it, I think, even before I got here. But they were definitely the cream of the crop for the MEC and somebody we were chasing. They've recently went through some coaching changes and some other things. So, there's opportunities out there, and really what I like to stress a lot to the swimmers is just to take care of those. Take advantage of opportunities when they come. Get up, compete. We've upgraded our schedule greatly. We've got PSAC school IUP on our schedule this year. That is sort of where we want to be. That's a school, a Division II school, and a great conference that will put a kid or two at NCAA nationals, every year or whatever. And once that ball start rolling, that's where we can really start to make a difference, not only on the conference in the local area in West Virginia, but also start to look, to take strides on the national level as well.
And finally, as you guys get ready to hit the poll on Friday, talk about some of your goals as a team in this first time out and kind of what you're looking for.
Positivity. A lot of people are feeling good now, a lot of people feeling bad, and it's the way swimming goes. I think I've talked about it before, but I just really hope to get them down there Friday and see them working together, excited for each other, and knowing that it's not any one of those 12 is going to do something great to move us up or down in the standings, but just working together, working with each other on relays, supporting a relay if you're not on it, that sort of stuff. Just get up and compete, and when we compete, you never know what might happen.
Thanks, Cory. Good luck in the opener. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
We want to do what we need to do.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.